The Illinois Prisoner Review Board is currently reviewing a clemency petition for a Chicago man serving a 55-year sentence for a murder he says he didn't commit. Rico Clark supporters gathered outside his hearing this morning in the Loop. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey joins us live from the newsroom now with more on this case and why many feel he deserves clemency. Megan?
Right, Joe, many potential issues have been raised with Rico Clark's case, beginning with the detective work, his legal representation, and a potential conflict of interest in the state's attorney's office. But today, prosecutors objected to an early release.
Chicago is the wrongfully convicted capital of the United States. And so we need to stop being that.
Rico Clark is currently 16 years into a 55-year prison sentence for the 2006 murder of a 19-year-old named Damian Kendricks in Grand Crossing. There was no physical evidence, and 2 of the 3 witnesses who named Clark as the shooter recanted at trial, testifying that Chicago police detectives forced them to make false statements.
This is a chain of corruption within the justice system that we know all so well.
Clark's supporters, including his aunt,
Bring my family home.
Point to a CPD detective on his case named Sergeant Brian Forberg, who, according to civil lawsuits and pending appeals, is accused of evidence tampering and witness coercion in other cases. Clark is one of at least 15 men currently in prison who've made similar allegations against the officer. Their supporters point to a potential conflict of interest, noting that Forberg was married to a former assistant state's attorney in the Conviction Integrity Unit. Also of note, Clark's defense attorney was later disbarred for misconduct.
This brother who they're saying did the crime is not the one who did the crime.
Today, the Illinois Prisoner Review Board heard from supporters, the victim's family, and the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, which objected to an early release, in part because prosecutors said his other judicial remedies have not been exhausted. The victim's family also pushed back on an early release.
They want some semblance of justice, but we're saying Rico Clark is not the one who did it. You know what I mean? And we're saying all the evidence points to that.
Now the panel will review the petition and make a confidential recommendation to Governor Pritzker, who ultimately will have the final say. And we reached out to CPD for comment on the allegations made against Sergeant Forberg, but so far have received no response. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office tells me they are continuing to review claims of wrongful conviction on a case-by-case basis. In the newsroom, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 Investigators.